Welcome back to Sportsbook Review Videos. We nailed all four of our NBA picks on Saturday. We're back at it here on a Sunday evening and afternoon with a couple of more of my NBA best bets. Start this one off in New Orleans, where the Clippers are coming into town to play the Pelicans. Pelicans come in as an 8-point underdog in this one at home. Total of about 212 points in this one. And a big distinction for this one, the Clippers coming off the back-to-back in a game they should have won last night, but with Zach Randolph returning for the Grizzlies, we probably should have had a little money line action on that game as well as well as our plus 10, because the Grizzlies dominated the Clippers. Now they're coming in a back-to-back against the Pelicans team that hasn't played much defense this season, but it will be hard for them, I think, to cash that -8. But not too much of a play I think I'm looking at here on the spread. Instead, the total of 212 points is a little bit better of a value, I think, in this one, because despite the fact that the Clippers are 11-4 this season, cashing the under on the second night of a back-to-back, Los Angeles' defense has been slowing here as of late. They are a pretty good defensive team, but giving up 107 points per game in their last 5 games, and even on the back-to-back here tonight, I think the over might be the better play between these two teams, considering the Pelicans' defense has been non-existent anywhere this season, especially at home, where they are a great value, cashing the over at home at 25-8. They've given up 115 points per game in their last 5 games, and been scoring the ball pretty well in those 5 games as well. Pelicans averaging about 110 points per game in those, so I think over 212 probably going to be a pretty good play. The Clippers should bounce back, score plenty of points as they did last night. Take the over in the Pelicans and Clippers. Next up is the Celtics and the Sixers. Probably a game no one is going to be watching tonight, as they'd rather be watching college basketball or some of these other better NBA games, but it should be a pretty good value. Clippers or Celtics come in as an 11-point favorite on the road, and this one total of 215.5. Now, the Celtics, as we've mentioned, are definitely struggling offensively here. Losers of their last four. They have scored less than 100 points on average in those last 4 games, culminating with a 91-point effort against the Toronto Raptors. And while the Philadelphia 76ers are anything but a good defensive team, they are also likely could struggle here, as the Celtics have without Jay Crowder, as they have without Jahlil Okafor. And I think that could be a very good sign that the under could be a pretty good play between these two clubs here. I think 215.5 is just a little bit too high between these two teams who are struggling on offense. Celtics are 26-19 cashing the under against the Eastern Conference, so despite the fact that the Sixers are much better cashing the over in conference play, I think under 215.5, pretty good 1 or 2 unit play on this one here for tonight's NBA slate. Now, best of luck to you on both of those. Make sure you check out a couple of my standalone NBA articles and videos today. I got one on the Jazz and the Bucks, late breaking NBA odds, and that one, also one on the final game of the evening, the Kings and the Knicks. But until then, best of luck to you on those. For Sportsbook Review, I'm Jordan Sharp.